Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Music Mondays. It's your boy Zom Slays. I hope you're well. And how are you doing, man? Welcome. Bloodcat, Mark, anybody else lurking and chilling, welcome. Hope you guys are well. We got a really good show for you. Some decent reviews, decent updates. Gonna be a nice chill session. You know what I'm saying? Hi Zom. Yo, what's good, Mark? What's poppin'? Hope your Mother's Day was good. Yeah, same for you, homie. For real, same for you. Same for you, my friend. It was chill. Okay, let's just move the chat box up there. We're good to go. So, welcome to episode 68, man. I hope you guys are well. Episode 67 is currently live on the channel. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go check it out. Every artist featured is linked in the description. That was a super long show, man. Episode 67 was like almost 5.5 hours. So grab your snacks, go check that one out. Other major updates. SoundCloud Sunday, volume 29 is currently out now on our SoundCloud. As you guys know, SoundCloud Sunday has been going really well. SoundCloud Sunday is truly like really prospering. I spoke a little bit about this last week, so I won't harp on it too much this week. But yeah, man, SoundCloud Sunday is doing really good. This week, me and Water curated a bunch of like, bro, the tracks on SoundCloud Sunday in the past like 10 volumes have just been so top tier. Some artists don't even have socials, low plays, like literally just all undiscovered shit, new shit, shit that I haven't even heard. So SoundCloud Sunday is doing really well. If you're interested in being involved, getting a song placed, anything like that, we drop submissions every Wednesday. So if that's something you're interested in, man, make sure you follow us at All Music Mondays on Twitter, on socials, everything like that. You can get the latest updates there, all that good stuff. But something that's really, really important is our new staff member. I'd like to bring a warm welcome to Michael Jones. Michael Jones is a artist, producer, DJ that we've actually had on the show before with Fury, and we had a really, really good show. Michael's super passionate. He approached me about joining the staff team a little while ago, and we were in talks with a lot of things, and we share a lot of the same visions. And Michael's very passionate in not only what he believes in, but is also willing to learn and willing to put his head down and just really get to the grind, man. So really happy to have Michael on the team, man. So his role on the team is our DJ and a visual designer. So Michael's going to be helping with SoundCloud Sunday covers, visuals for Music Mondays, a lot of good stuff art-wise for Music Mondays, as well as a DJ creating mixes when we eventually move on to live shows, that as well. So Michael's ready to put in the work, and I just wanted to give him a little shout and welcome him here on the team. So big shout out, Michael, man. Another really important update. So as you guys all know, the Music Mondays podcast has been slowly making its way on all audio sites. Today's episode 68, so that's a lot of episodes to eventually distribute to all stores and really push to a lot of people. So I've decided to drop at least like 10 a week or so. That way it's in at least a consumable sort of rate, and everybody's not like, yo, yeah, here's fucking 68 episodes of Music Mondays, and some of them can be like 5 hours, right? So fuck that. And every week we've been dropping at least 10 episodes. So episodes, I believe 31 through 40 are live on all audio platforms, wherever you listen to podcasts, anything like that. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those wonderful places, and as well here on Twitch and YouTube. So if you ever missed the show, if you're ever looking for rebroadcasts of the show, make sure you check our YouTube, our Twitch, and our Discord is extremely active. So if you miss an update, that's definitely the place to find it out first, as well as our socials. So that's something that has been really important to Music Mondays. So feel free to go stream old podcast episodes, episodes from last year. There's a lot of like really, really good shit on there that I even forgot I spoke about, and it's really like give me 1 second, chat. Okay, we're back in business. So, as I was saying, Spotify. Episodes 31 through 40 are live on all platforms. And it's really something that's important to not only me, but the Music Mondays platform, because as I was saying, it's available here on Twitch and YouTube as well. But it was important for me to bring it all platforms and be able to serve it to people on the go, serve it to people that are just really, you know, people use a wide access of platforms, right? People listen to, like, even music, for example. People listen to Apple Music, Spotify, etc., etc. So it was really important to me to make the podcast super accessible to everybody. So that's a really, really, really big thing here at Music Mondays. So definitely go check that out. Follow us on Spotify, all that good stuff. But yeah, man. So episode 67 is live on the channel. SoundCloud Sunday Volume 29 is also live on our SoundCloud. New Spotify episodes are live every week. Michael is on the staff team, and I think that's it for updates. Oh no, it is actually not. Something that's very, very important is the Music Mondays first official album, Curing Cases of the Mondays. We're about 5 days away. It releases this Saturday, May 14th. All final tracks must be in by May 11th. So if you were interested in that, or you're like, you know, I'm trying to be a part of that, how do I do that? Information will be in the description, as well as all over our YouTube. There's 3 trailers, all over our socials as well. So if you're interested in getting a exclusive unreleased track on Curing Cases of the Mondays, make sure you follow us on our socials, and definitely check out the description. That's something that's probably going to change the underground and change Music Mondays as a whole, to be 100% with you. It's something that I was, you know, a little bit worried about, because people make music at different rates. Music Mondays is growing every day, so sometimes it's a lot to ask people for unreleased music and things like that. So I'm really happy with how Curing Cases of the Mondays came out, and is coming along as well, because we're still getting tracks, we're still getting instrumentals. I have a track. Most of the people in the chat, a lot of the really prominent members and active members and people that wanted to be involved inside of the Music Mondays community are on the album. The track list will be dropping Friday, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Just a lot of really, really dope, important shit. So, Curing Case of the Mondays is something that's probably one of the bigger parts of our May schedule. Super, super important, and something that I'm just really excited about, man. Really, really excited about. And I've been putting in a lot of work for it, so I hope you guys enjoy. And I know all the artists involved put a lot of work in. Everybody really got their tracks in like super fast. Everybody was, super quick to work with everybody. It was all really, really dope. Really, really dope. So, albums won't be a real, often part of Music Mondays. This will be a pretty rare occasion when we collect a bunch of unreleased music, so this is something you definitely don't want to miss. Not at all. So, I think that's about it, man. We can actually hop right into reviews if you guys are down and ready. We have a decent chunk of stuff to go through tonight. Lots of Music Mondays regulars, lots of new stuff, unheard stuff. You guys know the drill. Let me just tweet out the stream, and then we can get started. So, we're good there. Let's hop right into this, man. So, something that's gonna be releasing soon on the Music Mondays YouTube channel is a sort of a guide on how to submit to Music Mondays, how to basically get all the details from Music Mondays and really give people an understanding on how to submit your content here on the show. So, if you're wondering, Music Mondays, how do I get on the show? What the fuck's going on? How do I become a part of this? Every week we curate submissions here through Twitter, and only Twitter, because it's easier for us to go through submissions all in one place, keep the show free flow, and just give respect to everybody else who does submit via Twitter. So if you'd like to be a part of the show, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Submissions go live every Tuesday. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely follow us on Twitter, for sure. But every week, every Tuesday that is, we tweet out artists and creatives. Submissions are open for live reviews on Music Mondays. Live on 5/9/22. I messed up the date this week. Don't fucking... You guys didn't see that. 5/9/22, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is here now. Twitch.tv/SonPlays, which is what you're watching. Or you could be watching on YouTube as well. Or listening on any audio site, which we're live on now. If you'd like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, or digital creations, drop your links to portfolios below. All art forms are welcome. So, contrary to our name, we not only review music, react to music, give people music tips and tricks, we also review art, digital creations, fashion, all things of that nature. So a lot of really, really important stuff. We've had pretty much a little bit of everything on the show, truly. So feel free to submit any artwork, short films, vlogs, gameplay, anything like that. Music Mondays is for the small independent creator. So if you consider yourself to be an underground creator, an underground artist, somebody who's independent in DIY and thinks your work deserves a little bit of spotlight, feel free to submit, man, for sure. So, with that said, one extra thing that a lot of people miss is the only requirement to submitting the show is that you follow Music Mondays on Twitter. So if you're not following the show, make sure you do, man. There's a lot of people that follow us and support us that submit every week. New people that follow us and want to get their tracks included. So it's just sort of a priority thing and a way to help grow Music Mondays in the whole community. So make sure you follow the page, and your submission will 100% be looked at. And of course, submissions close about 30 minutes before the show starts or so. So make sure you get your tracks in. You pretty much have a good 7 days or so. So be on the lookout for those tweets. And if the tweets are unavailable, well, not unavailable, but you just can't find them, sometimes they get buried with other content that we drop throughout the week, make sure you go check out our media, find the most recent post, and drop your work under it. So let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bangers this week. Not too shabby considering we had like 22 submissions last week in a 5.5 hour show. So this is definitely a switch up of the pace, and it'll be good. It'll be good for sure. So first up, we got the homie Thomas Marcus, which is a instrumentalist and producer that submits to Music Mondays pretty consistently, man. Thomas is a extremely talented producer. Usually very raw instrumental based, very live instrumental based, and just does a lot of really cinematic pieces with their art. Truly. So this week, Thomas Marcus submitted a track titled Cali. So let's pop this open a new tab and we'll check this out. The cover is kind of interesting. It kind of like strikes me first because Thomas usually uses a lot of like almost HD, almost real art. So this kind of almost digitalized sort of painting style is really interesting. But I do enjoy the cover 100%. And I like the fact that Thomas includes his name as well. That's just a really good, like, small note for sure. Yo, Cole, what's good, homie? Hope you're well. Welcome. So, Thomas Marcus, Cali, let's check this out, man. Interesting. This is a vibe, what the fuck? This is a vibe, holy shit. Wow. Lots going on there, lots of progressions, lots of switch ups, lots of melodies, man. There's a lot of good stuff about that. I really like that. We live, baby. Yo, what's good, Kale, baby? What's up, homie? Welcome to stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is Bob for sure. I'd have to agree with you, Mark. I would have to agree with you, my friend. 100%. So, let me sip this coffee and we'll break this down, man. Shout out Thomas for the submission. That was very chill. So, first things first. Obviously, obviously no vocals here, so we won't go in depth. But we're gonna break this down by two things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Cali. So, wow, man. Typical Thomas track with these guitars that just have so much passion and so much like, this one isn't too cinematic. I'd say this one has a lot more style, and this one's more in the style of like a true instrumental. Sometimes Thomas tracks can be very wide and very cinematic and very like just big, and this track definitely dumbs it down a little bit, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. 2021, so definitely not an old track or anything like that. But one thing that I definitely enjoy is the constant progressions. The melodies, the counter melodies, the melodies play a huge part in this. Which in turn left a lot of like free room to just put some simple drums and call it a day. But I think the shining star here though is the structure. I admire Thomas's structure here and the way that he was able to keep it like very simple and like very the same, but I don't think Thomas really like needed to create some insane structure, but there is structure. So it's like this really nice balance of like you could like kick back and just chill out to this instrumental, but it's always changing, it's always evolving, it's always introducing new elements and just switching things up. So I definitely enjoy the melodies and the structure for this 100%. Melodies and structure are two shining stars for me, for sure. But the mix is great. The mix is really, really dope. Thomas never really has like a controversial mix or a mix that's like, hard on the ears or anything like that. Uh, Thomas is always a really, really good engineer when it comes to their production for sure. So definitely good there. moving on to the theme. The theme is very interesting here. Um, Aesthetically, the Cali cover is a good variety, and I feel like the more recent tracks, Thomas uh started driving in a different direction in terms of his cover art and like what he used. So this is a cool little insight on like what Thomas like, like not older tracks, but like, last year's tracks, throwbacks and this and this and this. Aesthetically, this was a great, great insight for sure. I mean, does it give me the Cali vibe? Almost it does. Almost it does. Not like instant first image in your head, California. You almost kind of gotta like look for a spot where you could like picture this song playing, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's California. So it's a very like specific California feeling, but still a California feeling nonetheless. So I feel like Cali was a good name for it for sure. Theme definitely rolls there without a doubt. But yeah, man, a really good insight on Thomas Marcus, and definitely was a pleasure to listen to. So huge shout out to Thomas Marcus, man. Thank you for the submission. Much, much love, my friend. Make sure you follow Thomas on Spotify. He's absolutely killing it here. Make sure you follow Thomas Marcus 075 on Twitter. Thomas is on his way to 10 followers, so go show him some love, man. It's a really, really good producer right there. Super talented, and always about the music. Always about the music. And of course, you guys know the drill, per usual. Every artist featured in today's episode, and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload, which drops every Saturday. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Drop a like, show some love to these artists, man. And yeah, let's get it. So, right back into it. We have another submission by the homie Prod Ebsono, or just Ebsono. Ebsono is a really, really hardworking, talented producer, and it really falls in line with the type of producers that I really enjoy. That carry themselves like artists and are just really like on board with treating themselves like artists. And Ebsono really fills in that gap for me, truly. So this will be interesting because sort of like a chill start to the show, right? Because this is another instrumental. So Ebsono submitted a track titled something in Russian. I'm not sure if somebody wants to translate that, that'd be great. But the caption says, it's something I made like 30 minutes ago. So this was on May 3rd, so this is like fresh off the pot, like fresh out the oven. Fucking Ebsono was cooking it up. He said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna upload this shit. Nothing to see here. Boom, look at that. Wow. Wait, that's kind of interesting. So if it wasn't for Mark telling me about how to open private links in like another tab, like when they're dropped under the tweet, that was kind of weird. I've never had a tweet be like, yeah, we can't fucking play this. That's interesting. So shout out King Mark for that tip right there, man, for real. So Ebsono, fresh track, right out the oven. Let's check this out, man. Holy shit. What are the drums gonna be like? Oh my. Oh shit. I knew it. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yep. This goes fucking hard. Wow. It's all go mode. Oh my god. Good fade. Good fade, man. Holy shit. What the fuck, dude? Holy. Wow. Okay. So, this is really, really nuts. All it, like, the first thing that comes to mind is like the blending is like amazing. Really, really good blend. I feel like a scene from The Matrix. This is hot for real. I fuck with it. All right, chat. Let's fucking dive right into this one, man. Obviously, no vocals again, so you guys know the drill. Let's talk about two things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of this track. So, holy fuck. Like I said, the first thing that comes to mind is the blending. The blending of genres is great. Really, really fucking great. I feel like this guitar is perfect for what it's tagged as. And if you were to consider this trap metal, I totally would. You know what I mean? Like this is like pretty like staple trap metal. If somebody came up to you on the street and was like, yo, what the fuck does trap metal mean? What does it sound like? You show them this shit. This is exactly what the fuck it sounds like. And I'm not too big on like, you know, breaking down genres and shit like that, because I don't like boxing people in. A lot of people like to make different styles a lot. A lot of people like to classify themselves as, you know, even broader genres, you know, just call yourself alternative, call yourself, you know, whatever you want, but, you know, you don't have to break it down into super subgenres and shit like that, you know what I mean? But man, if you were to put a genre on this shit, fuck me, trap metal is absolutely the genre here, for sure. So I really like that tag, and just really a staple sound here, 100%. So, fairly simple melody here, but I really enjoy the choice of guitar, for sure. It's perfect. It's like, it's like got this loop where, much like Mark said, almost like a Matrix scene, or like you could see like an AMV. An AMV would be fucking sick to this, right? Like you take, you know, your favorite fight scene of, you know, your preferred anime, and this would go fucking hard. Or shit, any type of fucking fight scene, UFC, bro, I don't know, anything. But this is one of those like montage worthy kind of instrumentals. You feel me? So I love it for that, and I feel like the melody has a really big part in that. Drums are good, well, not like they're not like fucking too. There just isn't too much going on. I feel like they're done really well. I feel like Epsono really has a like good art style with their drums, truly. And I think more importantly, is other than overloading your instrumental, I think one really dope thing to note that Epsono did here is the drums are fucking knocking, and they're not like there's no mud. I mean, sometimes mud is preferred, but like there's like a lot of good mud here. It's just a really solid, heavy hitting kind of mix that's nice on the ears. Because, you know, you hear the fucking phrase trap metal and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You're like trap metal, and I feel like you got to mix it really well, and Epsono's a really, really dope mixer when it comes to their production. Old school Skate demo with the fisheye. I agree. I like picture the fucking Skate 3 like main menu screen, except like not Young Jeezy, and it's just this. Fuck. But yeah, drums are really, really excellent here. But I think one of the shining stars for me is the pace. Epsono doesn't let go of the gas pedal here, but there's a lot of really good variety, and it's at a like consumable time as well. A minute 50 is perfect for this, because any more is just like, you know, the whole song's on go mode, and you would like just like, you know, a breakdown or something of that nature. But a minute 50, like, this is almost like a Heretic type beat, right? You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of shit that Heretic likes. And I think Brian did a really good job at the pace, or Absono like really did a good job with the pace. I was thinking of Brian because fucking Brian makes a ton of Heretics beats. But yeah, Absolo's pace here is great. And like overall, I think the structure is really simple. Like the structure is really simple, which isn't a bad thing for something like this because I feel like the drums and the guitar here are so fucking like they take up so much and like you don't need to really structure this in a crazy way. I feel like Absolo like really you know, chef's kiss, really. So, instrumentally this is a great like nice for consumption trap metal instrumental, like truly a staple. Definitely standard and really hard hitting. So I enjoy this a lot. Aesthetically, Absolo has the theme going on as to where like if you're not gonna like upload a cover, he'll just keep going with like the black picture theme, which I really enjoy, you know what I mean? And even when Absolo does covers, I feel like it's like relatively simple and can go with like a black and white like sort of I guess color scheme you could call it. So aesthetically standard Absolo, a black and white theme for sure. um I would really um really go as far as saying that like this kind of track is like the kind of instrumental that like gets caught in like algorithms or like people like start using a lot and then like they just want to know like what the name of the song is or like who the producer is. And truly I think that's one of the dopest things about tracks like this as a producer. um Tracks that stick with people, right? And like prove that producers can like hold their own fucking ground, and this is like music to listen to instrumentally. So I think this is a really, really great example of like what Absolo can do as a producer, not just like as a producer that, you know, can feed artists beats and shit like that. So I really enjoy this, man. Really, really enjoy this. So with that said, shout out to Absolo, man. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much, much fucking love. Make sure you follow Absolo on SoundCloud, man. On his way to 30 motherfucking followers. Show him some love. Dropping instrumentals all the time. Dropping new work all the time. Super, super hardworking artist right here. 100%. Without a doubt. Fuck me. Wait. Why did it... Did that, like, replace the fucking... It did, didn't it? I guess I would have to open that shit in a new tab, huh? Twitter is tweaking, huh? Fuck me. Okay. So let's get back on track here. This better not fuck up our submissions. I don't think it will. It shouldn't fuck up the order, right? Let's see. Nah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're chilling. We're chilling. Excellent. So, two instrumentals to start off the show. Super, super chill start. But, up next, we got the homie King Mark. Man, what's there to say about King Mark, man? Consistently submitting artist, a good vibes curator, super, super active within the Music Mondays community, and just a really, really dope artist and really genuine individual. Not enough really dope things to say about Mark, to be completely honest with you. Super talented artist, really a jack of all sounds, truly. We've heard everything here on Music Mondays, from King Mark to alternative, lo-fi, like literally anything you could think of, we've heard it from King Mark. So this week they dropped a track titled Crystal Castle, and the caption is, "We're hosting a ball." So this will be interesting. This will be really, really interesting. So we can pop this open in a new tab this time, and it won't fucking replace it. This will be dope. This will be dope. So standard King Mark regular cover, which is actually one of my favorite covers from Mark. And it's really not even a cover. It's just a photo from his SoundCloud, which of course auto defaults. But I remember the first time I fucking saw this from Mark, and man, holy baloney. This is truly something that it's just so vivid. In my head, it's really just gave me the impression of like a new sort of sound here on Music Mondays, and I'll always think of Mark's photo here. Really, really prominent image in my head for sure. All platforms soon, by the way, end of the month, I think. Let's fucking get it. Crystal Castle's coming on all platforms very soon. So, lyrics down in the description, so we'll follow along for sure. Brand new King Mark, Crystal Castle. Let's get into it. Holy shit. Oh shit.
Expensive, drip expensive houses too. Shawty wanna fuck, but I'm not in the mood.
Holy shit. Bro, that shit put me in a trance like halfway through, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is one of those tracks that like gets better as it goes. Like Bloodcat said, I think these punchlines are really, really like a central part here. It keeps getting better. It's one of those songs that like starts off chill and then like it's like gonna pull you in whether like you want it to or not. And King Mark's on the mix here, so I really like this a lot. Some real like organic, genuine, original vibes here, curated by King Mark. So I fuck with this, man. So, you guys know the drill. Let's break this down, man. So let's talk about the instrumental. Let's talk about vocals, and we'll talk about the overall theme of Crystal Castle. So, the instrumental I think is really like, what's the word? Hypnotic. Very hypnotic, very chill, very like, I feel like I haven't said this in a while, but it reminds me of like the 2014 days and like 2013 and like truly like it brings me back to like when you'd be discovering like a new underground songs like on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on all of those places, and like think back to like the first time you ever heard like somebody in the underground, you know, an underground Godfather, anybody, and you hear some like really classic throwback shit, and you're like, whoa, you know what I mean? And this like really kicked me back to that era. I'm not gonna lie. So I really love the choice of instrumental here. Um, and it's really just something that, you know, Mark doesn't really have any issue picking beats that he feels well on, but I feel like one thing that Mark does that is really dope is the variety. And this is like some like new Mark. So like Mark's still crafting like new sounds, new styles, new everything. And this is a straight up like underground anthem kind of vibe, to be honest with you. And not an anthem in the way that it's like, you know, like lyrically an anthem. It's like the sound is an anthem. You know what I mean? It takes you right back, and it, I don't know, it always fucking hits me different, man. It really does, because you guys know how I feel about the underground shit. Just important. So, all in all, this is a great instrumental choice. Very chill. Melody's great. Melody's a shining star here for sure. But the mix is great as far as drums go, as far as everything goes. Um, Plenty of space for Mark, not like overbearing or anything like that. And like, there's a lot of like good sound selection here. I'm not gonna lie, the sound selection is really good when it comes to drums. Because not only is there like minimal sounds used, but I feel like the sounds that were used were a great choice. So shout out this producer, 100%. So instrumental, really really great. Old school, not even like old school, but just like original underground standard. You know what I mean? And I really enjoy it. So let's talk about vocals. Vocals are really really interesting on Crystal Castle here. I like the mix. Let's just start off there because Mark has like a few different mixes that we've like had the pleasure of diving in on, right? Because we've heard throwback Mark, we've heard unreleased Mark, we've heard um throwaway Mark, just like all types of styles and like different varieties of King Mark as a vocalist. So this is just another insight, and I almost want to say that like sometimes when we go into like the older King Mark stuff, um this like sort of brings me back to that where King Mark's just like spitting, Mark's just really going in here and like really like letting shit, like I feel like this song was fun to make. Like I feel like Mark was just letting shit ride, and like the hook is fucking great. It's so well written. Like now that I think about it, like I just feel like this was like a really fun song to create. And you know, it kind of reminds me that like, you know, you just gotta have fun with this shit, man. And this is a fire, chill, fun kind of track. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of like great wordplay here. Like I feel like the hook is something that like sticks with you, and I really feel um, like sort of like halfway through, like I stopped like scrolling with the lyrics, and I was just vibing in my head, dude. I was like, damn, like this. It's kind of like takes me back. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta scroll the lyrics. Um, High as hell is saying BS. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a vibe. It's definitely a vibe because it's like sometimes you just need music to like turn your head off to, right? And this is like something that's like not um it's not gonna hit you in any way. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be like pure vibes, and like you can just kick back, smoke, relax, go on a drive, whatever the fuck you got to do. And this is one of those songs that like is really gonna mellow you out. But at the same time, it's got a little bop to it. It's got a little swag. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's got some like it's like a modern underground, truly. Like and like I think the hip hop and rap tag is like really good for this because there's a lot of great wordplay. The instrumental sort of like I said, it just brings me back, and it's really one of those things that like is almost like a time capsule. And at one point, a lot of people were using almost cloud lo-fi influenced instrumentals, and this is no exception. I really enjoy this. So I think vocally, lyrically is I don't know, man. Like, there's so many aspects I just really enjoy about this. Like, lyrically, as far as vocals go, this is definitely one of my favorite King Mark tracks. Just because it's so well written and like some of the bars on here are just very like they're like easy to understand almost, right? Like they're very like um creative yet like a lot of people like would be able to understand this. Like this could be presented to like such a large audience and population and they'd understand every word and they'd be like, "Yo, that's original as fuck." So I think writing is definitely a shining star here. But this mix, this mix. Um One thing that I really like that Mark did here is it kept the mix overall the same throughout this track, but towards the end gave it a little reverse and switched up the pitch. And I felt like that was like a nice touch. And like things like that, like take 2 seconds in tracks, but like add like such like a cool dynamic and like something for the listener to like really take home and like really be like, that's a fire song. Like I'm going to fucking put that on my playlist. I'm going to like little things like that. It's crazy because sometimes like when you make beats, when you make tracks, anything like that, you don't feel like doing the little shit sometimes or this or this or that. But I'm telling you, like little shit like that like leaves an impression. And I think it's great that Mark really like structured this in the way that he did. Um, your standard structure, but lots of like little goodies to pick up on, and like a lot of like really good, just almost a show of skill of Mark because Mark's always flexing the fact that like, and not like a theoretical flex, it's just more so like you never know what Mark's gonna come out with, and I think that's a really really great aspect of Mark without a doubt. So instrumental wise, excellent. Lyrically, really really good. I enjoy the Mark mix here. Um, and I think it was Mark. Somebody said this recently as to where they always switch up their mix and it's always different every time, and that's fine because the way you perform at home studios and you know is always different and can be always different, and sometimes you just don't want to sound a certain way or you know whatever the case may be. So I feel like Mark did a good job here, like really just being like, fuck it, I'm going to make a mix that I enjoy. And that's something that a lot of artists can take from this. And Mark's almost become an expert at like not only this type of mix, but like every kind of mix now. Because we've truly like seen a lot of aspects of Mark, for sure. Vocal wise, that is. So, simple structure, lots of good writing. I think the hook is a really big shining star here vocally. Um, let's move on to the theme here. Now, aesthetically, obviously not a standout theme here, just your standard King Mark cover, which is fine. Um, it's almost become synonymous with Mark at this point. Um, but Crystal Castle lyrically and like how it strikes me, Crystal Castle's like totally the perfect name for it because not only like is there like lyrics here involving the title, but it really makes you feel like you're in a globe or like you're in like, you know, sort of like bro, like I said, like one of the first things that I said was it like had me in a trance. So fuck, dude, like Crystal Castles, like I feel like you nailed it, and like that's partially due to the instrumental and then partially due to the hook. I think the hook is great. Great, great, great. So absolutely nailed the Crystal Castle theme for me, to be honest with you. Truly does. Truly. Isn't it crazy how having the profile pic as the cover art has that effect sometimes, where it's cool because the image becomes a symbol, kind of? Yeah, exactly, exactly, Bloodcat. Like, and some people, you know, everybody works differently, right? Like, there's no real rules to this shit, truly. Some people just need more direction than others. There truly isn't like a fucking handbook to this, otherwise everybody would be good at it and everybody would be doing it. But people do what they like, and like if you want to cook yourself up a cover and you know something to go uh you know with a visual or this or this or that, do that too. But if you don't want to cover, don't do that too. But it can definitely become like almost synonymous, um especially here in this case, or anytime we go on Bloodcat SoundCloud. Absono is another producer that has a overall consistent theme or just uses black images, which is really dope. Sometimes it can help with like identifying a track, right? Like, I feel like that's something that somebody like maybe even Heretic, um, does well. Heretic takes like, you know, a meme or like some like standard fucking Google image picture and just like it gives a vibe to the song, right? And then some people like, you know, creating cover art, buying cover art, anything like that. It depends on what your vision is for the, you know, the overall release. But nonetheless, it definitely becomes synonymous and really like it's not a bad thing at all. I definitely think it's a okay thing to do for sure, especially if you're an artist that's always fucking deleting your music. Um, you know what I mean? But that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, man, definitely synonymous without a doubt. So, with that said, huge shout out to King Mark, man. Congrats on Crystal Castle. This is a great track. And almost a King Mark staple at this point. Really bringing the underground vibes with this one, and I enjoyed it a lot, honestly. So, shout out to King Mark. Make sure you follow Mark on all platforms. Follow Mark on SoundCloud. Make sure you follow Mark on Twitter. Mark is approaching 250 followers, man. Go show this motherfucker some love. Brings the vibes on the timeline. Real one on the timeline. And just a hard worker, man. So go show Mark some love. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Go show these artists some love, man. And of course, the Music Mondays podcast is now available on all audio sites wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere. So make sure you go check us out there as well. Like, it makes something cool. Now, someone just like, okay, by giving it that meaning. Yeah, exactly, Bloodcat. I agree. That's why I don't want to change it. Yo, Absono, what's good, homie? My apologies. I hope you're well. Welcome. When can we listen to it? The people must know. Ah, damn, I missed my submission. Gotta wait till Saturday. You can actually watch the rebroadcast back Absono if you want to just check it out, but it will be available on YouTube this Saturday as well. Finishing up one last song for the EP, and then it'll drop. Might throw a sneak peek soon. Let's go. Sneak peek fucking King Mark snippet, ladies and gentlemen. So we've been going in. This is a really excellent show so far. 100%. King Mark news leaked. Everybody screenshot it now. In 4K. In 4K, baby. So, let me sip this coffee, man, and we'll continue on our little journey. Our little journey. Um, I feel like we've listened to this Heretic song before. Chat, have we listened to Alone? I gotta go verify that. Also, a Twitch plugin that adds a time bar. You can scroll through on Chrome. Boom, there you go. There you go, baby. I feel like I know Cole's up next, but I feel like I've seen that cover before. Um, Chat, if you do know, let me know. I suppose we'll know when we listen to it, right? Yeah, we'll find out when we listen to it, eh? I hope that fucker Wetchet doesn't leak it first. Yeah, fuck that guy. Piece of shit. Alright, chat. A shout out to you guys for coming through, hanging out, man. I hope you're all well. Hope you all have an easy start to the week. And the vibes are high. So let's get it, baby. Up next, we got the homie Cole Gerard, man. Cole has joined the Music Mondays community relatively recently. Cole pretty much consistently submits to Music Mondays and really is one of the greatest genre blending artists we've ever had on the show, to be completely honest with you. Cole has just really struck me in a way where it's like I'm impressed every single time. Like literally every single fucking time. So, Cole's caption is, hopefully I'm not too late. Cole Flow, Kale Beat is part of Kale's latest project, Perception. I'm stoked to be on it. So, first off, shout out Kale, man. Let's fucking go. Love Cole. Facts. So Cole featured on Kale's latest project, and Kale is a producer. This will be interesting. I love producer projects and artist features, to be honest. That's probably like my magnum opus is my project, Not Your Love. So I really relate to types of tracks like this. 100%. So, with that said, let's check this out, man. Let's check this out. Pop this open a new tab. This is interesting. I've never seen this. This is very interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with ad blocker or something like that. But I believe our new staff designer and DJ Michael Jones did this artwork, and man, oh man. He snapped. He really fucking snapped. It definitely gives me Perception vibes. Definitely like Perception vibes for sure. Well done. Well done indeed. Bro, these types of collabs can be so powerful. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I know, Kale. The organic community-based ones, like it's two worlds colliding. Bloodcat, it was seriously like some of the like best and like my favorite moments as a producer. Putting together an album and like something I could really call an album, right? Like, cause like I call everything else like EPs, projects, whatever, but like this I made a big deal. And as a producer, it's such a great feeling to be able to have artists like want to work with you and they're like, okay, yeah, like let's do this. And like you can just promote it like as a producer. And like you're the main part of the album. Like it's such a great feeling, and that's why I'm a huge fan of producers that really do this. And Kale, Epsono, lots of prods come to mind that really care about themselves and really push themselves like as an artist, even though, you know, sometimes they might not do vocals. Sometimes, you know, they do vocals every once in a while, whatever the case. So it's a really great feeling as a producer to be able to put together an album with the artists. It truly is. Probably one of my favorite parts about music, without a doubt. And definitely something I'm doing again very soon. But back on track. Kale released his project, and I'm excited to get into this. Really, really excited to get into this. Um, this is Cole's submission. Cole definitely wanted to put us on to what he did on Kale's album. So this is like two really like awesome, genuine parts of the Music Mondays community. Cole and Kale have like just immaculate vibes. Honestly, like there's nobody in the Music Mondays community that's bad vibes. If I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, everybody that's in the community and you know is active is always such good vibes. And Kale and Cole are definitely in that crew, without a doubt. And if you're a lurker, that's fine too. No problem. So, Mental, featuring Cole Gerard. Let's get into it.
Baby, I got a problem, these bitches be doing these things. I'm weighing my options, don't know if I'm stopping or popping. Angels and demons whisper in my ear, shit. Got me hearing things like clank, clank. Got a couple chains, but this ain't that lane. Till it comes when I'm driving to the bank. Baby, I try to be bigger, but I'm thinking, fuck this shit. I'ma run this brick, cut the whip up out, could have back this bro. Be looking at me like he got some bullshit to be talking. I be looking at him like I got him, not just for a noggin. It be a day-to-day thing if I left on a day-to-day basis. Tied up my mental with just a few laces. Fuck this
What?
shit. I'ma run this
Yo.
crash this whip, I'm out cut this bitch. Bro, be looking at me like he got some bullshit to be talking. I be looking at him like I got it, not just for a nugget. Most of what it will build you a coffin. Straight up. Build up the desk, build up the walls, build up the rest straight up. Working mid-chest straight up. Working overtime, gotta get my pay up. Baby.
What
I
the
got a problem,
fuck?
these bitches be doing these things. I'm weighing my options, don't know if I'm stopping or popping. Angels and demons whisper in my ear. Tell me how days like clay, clay. Gotta go with shit, where to say that lights on the cops when I'm driving to the bay, bay. Angels and demons whisper in my ear. Tell me how days like clay, clay. Gotta go with shit, where to say that lights on the cops when I'm driving to the bay, bay. Baby, I try to be bigger, but I'm thinking, fuck this shit. I'ma run this brick, cut the whip up out, could have back this bro. Be looking at me like he got some bullshit to be talking. I be looking at him like I got it, not just for a noggin. It be a day-to-day thing if I left on a day-to-day basis. Tie my mental with just a few laces. Cut it.
Oh my. Oh my. Holy fuck. Oh, that end was great. That was an awesome closer. Okay. Chat, you know I'm not fucking faded. What did I say before we even opened this link in a new tab? What the fuck did I say? I said, Cole's one of the greatest genre blending artists we've ever had on the show. Like, and bro, what the fuck? Yo, we got a little bit of everything right here. Man, this is what you call a true melting pot of fucking sound, man. Wow. Okay, so you guys know the drill. Let me sip this coffee, but we're gonna hop right into this. We're gonna break it down by 3 topics. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're going to talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Mental. Wow, 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 whoa. Okay. So, with this being Kale's project, and we're going to talk about the instrumental first, let's really take this into consideration. Like, this is truly, you know, it depends on how you send out beats for a project like this, like as a producer. But man, this is like one of those instrumentals you make and you're like, man, I hope somebody can do something on this. I hope somebody can do something on this. And what the fuck? Cole definitely delivered. But it's to no surprise that this fucking bangs. I'm not gonna lie. Kale, much like Cole, is a multi-genre type of artist when it comes to production. Um, does a really great job, not only like blending sounds, but truly like jumping from one sound to the next. And this is almost like such a heavier kind of like more modern Kale, because we've heard heavy Kale tracks before, but they were usually, not like years old or anything like that, but not 5 days ago, brand new. You know what I'm saying? So this is a really, really dope like update on like what Kale's sound is, and like like what like the mindset was to not only like send something like this out, but to like really like get somebody like Cole to do what they did on this. Truly. So, mix wise, this is perfect. We've had a couple of heavy tracks um in the past, and shit, we've even had a heavier track in the show today. Um but I really feel like this is another like great blend of like trap and like heavier styles of music, because I think it was last week where we reviewed Kale's homies band titled Spawn, and Spawn really fucking went super hard, and Spawn is like really like another section that's like mixing two genres. And I feel like Kale is really doing that again here, as to where like you have like really good modern drums, and then like some of these like melodies are just like so like well done, and like almost like definitely give off like the Mental Asylum vibe for sure. Like melodically, I really get put in like not like a horror movie, but like definitely a haunted setting for sure. This is definitely a very haunted ass beat, and if that's what Kale was going for, I would say that he nailed it. Some really dark, haunted, grimy shit for sure. But shining star about this instrumental, though, to be completely honest with you, the mix is great. The mix is fucking great. The drums really knock. Not too much mud or anything like that. Lots of really great variety for Cole to like really slide on this track and do whatever the fuck he wanted to do, which is great. You know what I mean? Didn't overdo it with the drums. Nothing's clashing or too overwhelming. Definitely really nice on the ears, and overall a really good instrumental for almost a variety album, right? Because you could do like a one genre, one type of sound like project, but Perception has all types of tracks on it. So this is just one little like section of what Kale can do. So instrumental was great. Really, really, really enjoy the instrumental, and definitely an instrumental that you could have released on your own if you wanted. So it's no surprise that I made the project, without a doubt. Now, let's talk about vocals. Vocals are really good, like really fucking good. I was kind of surprised. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm really impressed with Cole's consistency to really go outside the box with sounds and mixes. Um, Cole is just not afraid to make new shit work. And like Cole's always like cooking in the Discord, and like Cole's always coming through with like ideas, and it's really like awesome to see an artist really like just go way outside the fucking box, and yet like not like sound experimental. You know what I mean? Like I don't think Cole sounds like he's like fucking trying to do something crazy. I just feel like Cole really like has this way with his vocals and mixes that and like also performances like 8-inch tracks that really just bring everything together. It's really awesome to see how Cole does this. Definitely a very talented, seasoned kind of vocalist, without a doubt. So let's talk about the mix first here. Mix is great. Cole definitely had some heavier vocals here, and really switched it up a couple times. But all in all, the mix is great. Cole always does a really, really good job when it comes to mixes. And this one is definitely no exception. Definitely the same. did a really good job. Um, not only like going outside the box, but mixing outside the box too, because with new styles, you have new problems, and sometimes mixing vocals like this or doing other creative ideas, you can run into like walls and, you can't like get the sound out properly that you really want to like convey. And I think Cole did a really good job with this mix, without a fucking doubt. Lyrically, the lyrics here are great. Cole's never been like a writer that I thought was like simple or anything like that. And if you're a simple writer, that's fine too. That's perfectly fine. But with this song, "A Mental in Case," Cole's writing really like goes almost like to like a poetic sort of like heavy kind of stance. And it's really interesting because every week we've had new Cole sounds, like new blends, new genres, new mixes, and they all sound like not like wildly different, but like they all like almost connect. Like this one almost caught me off guard because it's like such a different type of vibe than what Cole's usually used to, but that just means he expanded the library and always has been, as far as vocals go and like what Cole does in terms of performing on the track. So all in all, performance wise and lyrically, this was awesome. This was really awesome to see, and really dope to see Cole like not only go outside the box but really bring some different shit that not only I haven't heard but the Music Money's community hasn't heard Cole do yet. So this is a really, really good insight, 100%. So Cole, I think you did a great job. Great fucking job. Let's talk about the theme here. Aesthetically, Michael snapped on this cover. We talked a little bit about this, but the perception vibes are very real when it comes to the aesthetics here. And song titles, I think Kale did a really good job. Really good job being like consistent, aesthetically pleasing, and really just like bringing bringing more so like their own spin on things and their own style and their own sauce. So aesthetically, I really love the project. Lyrically and everything under lyrics are like really cold, just really going crazy on this fucking track. Really fucking crazy. So I feel like Mental not only fits like the aesthetic theme of Perception, but the lyrical content of the song as well. And don't get me wrong, your song titles can be fucking ketchup and mustard and you could be talking about a breakup. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine too. But if you're trying to do a theme and you're like, oh, that'd be dope, I think Kale and Cole hit the nail on the head with Mental. That's all I gotta say about that one, my friends. So, with that said, shout out to Kale, shout out to Cole. Thank you for the submission, homies. Much fucking love. Kale, congrats on the project. This is awesome. Cole, thank you for the submission. Keep doing your thing, homie. Much fucking love. Keep blending, keep fucking expanding. And don't listen to nobody, man. Fuck them. Straight up. So, with that said, make sure you follow Kale on SoundCloud. Kale's approaching 500 followers. Go show him some love. Lots of instrumentals, lots of vocally hosted tracks, and a lot of good stuff on Kale's SoundCloud for sure. And of course, make sure you follow Cole on Twitter, man. Cole's on his way to 10 followers, man. Go show him some love, man. Talented artist right here, for real. Talented artist. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like. It helps our videos greatly and shows love to a lot of the artists featured, man. And if you're curious, make sure you click the description. Drop them a follow. Tell them Music Money sent you. Show them some love, man. For real. Awesome job, chat. Awesome job. If you submitted tonight so far, you guys have been fucking killing it. Seriously. Fucking killing it. So, up next is the homie Lord Heretic, and truly a curator of some of the hardest, heaviest vocals we've ever featured on Music Mondays, and as I like to call him, the leading scorer in heavy vocals. Heretic does heavy stuff extremely, extremely well, and Heretic is always like bringing like just the vibes, like the vibes for how heavy their music is. Heretic's super nice, always very active in the Discord, and just always talking shit with the community, and very, very, very genuine artist right here, without a doubt. So this week they submitted a track titled Alone, and I feel like I'm very familiar with this cover, and I believe we've reviewed this, but I'm not too sure. So chat, let's see if we did. I don't think so. Does anyone remember? I don't think so. No. Oh shit.
Burn my bridges and I cut my loose ends. I'm the hermit of the west. I ain't got no fucking friends. Coming out the woodworks, always trying to make amends. I don't fucking like you and I'm not playing pretend. I go to work, clock out, then come home and I love my son. Then I hang out with my girl cause all you dudes are bums. I don't like to socialize cause all you little bitches dumb. Guess I'm better off this way than giving little birdies crumbs. Backstabber, it doesn't matter why I give my time to a grade A actor. Far from home, body going cold. Well, what's it like to be all alone? Don't wanna know, 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 hey, don't wanna know, 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 don't wanna know.
Wow. Great fade out. Great fucking fade out. Yeah, man, we have not heard that. That's a rare one. That's a rare one. I swear we've like seen that cover somewhere. Maybe it's some Mandela effect kind of shit. But either way, man, this was impressive by Heretic 1 year ago, so relatively new, but this was very, very impressive. I'm a huge, huge fan of this. Man, this is like a night of kind of like surprising submissions, man. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, we're about to get some good heavy Heretic, and this is almost like Heretic's fucking spitting on this, if I'm being honest. So, you guys know the drill. Let's hop right into this. Let's talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Alone. Wow. So, Aesthetic Gloom is a producer that Heretic has worked with a ton. We featured a lot of their tracks here on Music Mondays, and Heretic truly has proved that him and Aesthetic Gloom are like two peas in a pod. Like, they just go so well together, like, regardless of anything. I feel like their sounds are just meant to be intertwined, and this song is no different at all. So, definitely not as heavy as the usual Aesthetic Heretic sort of collab sound, but still awesome nonetheless. A little bit more mellow. I truly feel like this is like almost like a horror kind of instrumental, but like you could like it's more evil. Evil's really the word. Like it's definitely not horror. It's definitely way more evil than anything. The melody sticks with you for sure. But as far as drums go, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Definitely not too much going on here at all. The mix was solid. I like the sound choices for sure. Aesthetic Gloom never really has um interesting kind of like off the wall instrumentals. Aesthetic Gloom has like a really consistent sound and a really well made sound, without a doubt. So I like the choice here. I like the choice a lot. Brings a little variety to Heretic as well. So slightly different sound, still great nonetheless. Let's talk about vocals. This is a more kind of surprising mix for Heretic because not only is his performance more chill, but the vocal mix is more chill. It's less aggressive, less sort of like heavy, which doesn't take away from it at all. I still feel like Heretic really performed this like extremely well, and really a side of Heretic we don't get to see a lot, because sometimes Heretic leans towards the more heavier sounds, right, and the more like heavier hooks. But this one is like well written, and like almost thought out, I'd say, because for 2 minutes and 6 seconds, there's a lot of variety here, and usually like don't get me wrong, like Heretic has always variety when it comes to his heavy stuff because that's why he's the leading scorer here on Music Mondays and the heavy stuff. Um, he just does that really well, but this kind of surprised me because he's so consistent with it. But this was just like, you know, a little fucking sideswipe, and you're like, oh, okay. And I feel like it's not like a crazy drift from Heretic's fucking usual sound, but nonetheless, it's still very staple Heretic. Um, and just a good insight on what else Heretic can do. I think Pieces and one other track was really giving me vibes like that, where Heretic proves that, you know, hey, I can do other shit, but, you know, I just like doing the heavier shit. So, really dope to see. I think the shining star here vocally is not only the chiller Heretic mix, but more importantly, the writing and lyrics. The writing and lyrics here are a fucking one, like a one without a doubt. Um, and performed so good. Like the hook wraps in with the verses like extremely well. Um, Heretic's got bars on here that aren't like too lucrative or too like, um, you know, just not Heretic. So he keeps the consistent sound, but just switches up the style a little bit. So all in all, the writing's a huge, huge part of this for me, for sure. So excellent writing on Alone, for sure. Let's talk about the theme here. The Alone kind of cover is what struck me first because I thought it was an image that we saw before, and I was like, "Have we seen this?" And it's like such a perfect image for a track like this because you didn't really know what you were gonna get here from Heretic. It could have been heavy. It could have been this. It could have been a little bit more chill. But either way, I like the aesthetic effort here without a doubt because all it is the Alone picture from I think what SpongeBob or something like that, and parental advisory, and boom, fucking, there's your Alone cover, like, and that like also becomes synonymous with you as an artist who write, sort of like we were discussing earlier, where leaving your profile picture up for your covers, something that becomes synonymous with you. But this is definitely another one where I'd say Heretic sort of really becomes synonymous with his simple covers, yet uh, the ones that stay on theme too, which is really sick. So aesthetically, I really like the theme for sure. Stayed on brand. Um, Now, lyrically and how this struck me, this was impressive. This is a show of skill from Heretic, that he can really expand and really like put out other shit, truly, and really just really remind everybody that he's an artist, you know what I mean? Not just a heavy artist, which I thought was really dope. Like, this is definitely a track where you like it could easily slide by you easily because there's so many great heavy tracks that Heretic puts out. This is one that, you know, you could put out and it would go right under people's noses. And I almost like it for that, you know what I mean? Because this is like a rare insight on some different Heretic for sure. But lyrically, the Alone theme is definitely there. All about being alone and how it's better to be alone and fuck everybody, straight up. Pretty simple theme that a lot of people can get behind. I'm sure a lot of people relate, a lot of artists relate, and it's definitely something that is really prevalent throughout the song, for sure. So lyrically, I really enjoy the theme. Aesthetically, definitely enjoy the theme. I think Heretic did a really good job here, and the mix and master is by Dread. So, sheesh. So all in all, instrumental was great. Shout out Aesthetic Gloom, man. Vocals, lyrics, and performance was awesome. Really great insight on different Heretic, and really another one to add to the Music Mondays collection of artists that not only impressed me but surprised me too, because they're like, "Oh, yo, check out this shit." So I really like that. And theme wise, great, great for sure. Like I just said, aesthetically, awesome theme, lyrically, and song wise, just solid and consistent for sure. And definitely one of those songs you just write out and you're like, yo, this is fucking heat. So for sure, I enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed this. And with that said, shout out to Lord Heretic, man. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Make sure you follow Heretic on SoundCloud. Go check out some of Heretic's tracks, man. He is on his way to 800 SoundCloud followers, man. So go show him some love, man. And check out his library because there's some rare ones in there for sure. And of course, follow Lord Heretic on Twitter. And every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like, show some love. And if you're listening on any audio platform, I appreciate it. Thank you. I think I might go take a piss, chat, and we'll continue. We'll continue with these. So I think we have about, up next we have Kale. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not too shabby, man. We've been cranking through. You guys have been fucking killing it tonight. So shout out to everybody who came through, showed love, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are truly awesome. And shout out to everybody who submitted tonight. So up next we have Kale and another track off of his brand new project Perception. Brand new Kale coming through relatively soon. So I'm gonna go hit the bathroom. Make sure you guys stay put. I'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes. We're gonna bang out the rest of these submissions and we're gonna talk for the rest of the show. So I'll be right back. And we're back. And we're chilling. So, let's get right back into it, chat. We were on Kale's submission, man. So tonight we get treated with two tracks off of Kale's new project, Perception. And up next, he submitted Relay. So, let's hop right into this one, man. Minute 52. We've already been over the Perception cover. Sometimes it feels like you live the same day over and over. And each track here, I notice as well, has like a really dope description, which is another like minor small detail that I really, really like about this project. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Kale, Relay. Wow. What the fuck? This is fucking crazy. Like, actually crazy. That was fucking amazing. I'm just gonna say it right off rip, dude. If this somehow ended up in Bones' email, I almost am like 95% certain Bones would hop on this. Like, this is a Bones kind of instrumental if I've ever heard one, man. Like, straight up, like, this is fucking heat. Like, 10 out of 10. I get, like, truly, because if there's any artist that I've listened to the most, it's probably Bones. And man, that was the first person I heard on this. Like, it just fucking nailed me. But as a single, it even hits even fucking harder, bro. Like, it's a very specific sound, this is. And wow. Wow. It's this great blend of like darkness with some like high energy drums, but like the drums are also equally as dark. But like the song itself isn't dark at all. Like this instrumental is not dark, but it's got like the creep very like just, you know, I don't want to say murderous, but almost like, you know, villain kind of vibe. Very villainous. And I like it for that. Man, thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Kale. But man, let's hop into this. Of course, no vocals, you guys know the drill. So we're gonna talk about the instrumental and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Relay. So, wow. The instrumental here is fucking great. The melody definitely gives me very Relay, Satellite, like very space kind of vibes, but like almost lost Satellite. You know what I mean? Like somebody's trying to, I guess, come into contact or I don't know. I'm getting very space vibes on this. That's for sure. So melody's very prominent, very memorable and sticks with you. But man, I think the shining star here has got to be the drums. Some of the slides and sound selection here are fucking top notch, top notch. This is like truly what a producer's album should sound like. There's a great variety of sounds, but they're all consistent. They're all very like high energy and like very like crisp, and this is like a perfect instrumental for a production album. Because of course you got to throw some instrumentals on there, right? You know, you can have some vocals, you can have some instrumentals, whatever. But wow, the drums are definitely doing it for me. I love the slides. The slides are fucking excellent, and the slides are actually what reminded me of Bones. They're just so. It's great. It's great. I have no gripes with these drums at all. Lots of variety as well. That's one thing you can like absolutely say about both of the tracks that we've heard off of Perception is the instrumentals have such great variety and such great like consistency as well, because there's almost like this Perception kind of sound, right? Like it's not very like it's not like, I mean, I guess it's a Kale sound, but it's like a Perception kind of sound. You know what I mean? It's where people go, yeah, it's like how Perception sounds. Like that's the kind of like defining um consistency I'm getting here off of Perception. Um so really dope. Yeah, I'd say drums are truly the shining star here, and of course mix is excellent as well. But drums and structure really doing it for me as far as the instrumental goes. A melody's great. It's definitely a great foundation. Um, but the drums, man, awesome, awesome job. Now, we've already talked a little bit aesthetically about Perception, but Relay. Let's talk about Relay itself, because we're a huge fan of the cover, and Michael did an excellent job. Definitely album worthy. It doesn't look like a single cover whatsoever. But this instrumental Relay here, um, just sent to Elliot. That's my fucking man right there. Hey, big shout out to Kale, man. Big fucking shout out to Kale, dude. Let me pause this really quickly. Shoot your fucking shot, bro. Shoot your fucking shot. Like, and that's why you can't be so worried about money and this and this and this and this. Bro, if you're a producer, you're a vocalist, and you know, you never know. What do you got to lose? What the fuck do you have to lose? Nothing at all. And what do you have to gain? A huge placement, a legendary placement, and something that could like just almost like lift you up as a producer. So same goes for vocalists, man. And if some people are like, yo, I charge for work like that, no problem. Do that too. Because I know it's harder to invest and bite the bullet, but man, the risk is worth the fucking reward. I promise it is. Promise it is. Just like the risk of Music Mondays, like not being a pay to play promotion kind of platform, the risk is worth the reward, because the community is like something that's bigger than all of us. And Kale, you know, is really reminding me of that. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking do it. Get up and do it. Boom. Send to L. Worst that's gonna happen is nobody answers. You know what I'm saying? And the best that's gonna happen is you wake up with a fucking reply saying fucking, you know what I mean? Send the contract, whatever. So shoot your shot, my friends. Shoot your shot. Don't let nobody tell you shit. Straight up. Don't listen to nobody. It's the number one thing. So, back to the theme. We've already talked about aesthetics here for a little bit, but as far as Relay goes, I truly believe that the name is perfect. The name fits the sound. And I think that's where the melody comes in laying a great foundation and like being the starter for this beat. Like, obviously it's a starter song, but like the real like setting the ground for something like Relay, because when this drops, it all comes together and you're like, oh, okay, like I fucking get it. You know what I mean? Like I I understand. And one of the first vibes I got from this was just, a satellite trying to communicate, a relay. Fuck, dude, a UAV. You know what I mean? So hit the nail on the head with the theme again, without a doubt. I feel like Perception might be in the leading score for my favorite projects we've talked about here on Music Mondays. Um, truly, truly, truly. Just because there's one other album, Be Patient With Me, I'm Only Human. Dread just dropped an album, and Perception is another album that are really some of my favorites put out 5 months into 2022. So huge shout out to Kale, man. Once again, congrats on Perception, man. Keep pushing the shit. Drop some visuals. Do your thing with Perception, man. Keep it going. This is something to be proud of, 100%. And with that said, shout out to homie Kale, man. Thank you for the submissions. Much, much fucking love. Everybody, make sure you go follow Kale. Like I said earlier, approaching 500 followers on SoundCloud. And of course, follow Kale on Twitter. Approaching 700 on Twitter. Go show Kale some love, man. Straight up. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like. And of course, go show these artists some love. If you like their music, drop them a like, drop them a follow. Tell them Music Monday sent you. Show them some love, man. So, up next, we got the homie Bloodcat. And Bloodcat sent in an exclusive unreleased visual for Eyes Closed. And man, if you don't know who Bloodcat is, Bloodcat has been a part of the Music Mondays community for close to 20 episodes. Maybe not every week, but damn near every week. And Bloodcat's really just a really great active part of the Music Mondays community. Again, everybody's like amazing, but Bloodcat also just brings the cat vibes, man, and very passionate and very Bloodcat's somebody that I perceive to be honest and just very just passionate about the things that they care about, and like everybody can relate to that, right? And it also translates into their music, because whether it's Little Skunky, Bloodcat, anything we've heard, old, new, you can feel the energy in Bloodcat's music, and easily one of the most talented artists that we have ever featured here on Music Mondays, ever. So that's very telling. Definitely a alumni here on the show, and really a pleasure to dive into Bloodcat for sure. Extended version featuring King Marks and Matt. Let's go. We featured, of course, Matt and King Mark here on Music Mondays. I don't care if it's too soon to announce that. I'm hyped about it. Let's go, baby. It's all good, Bloodcat. You'll get the proper word out, homie. No worries at all. So, Bloodcat is awesome to have around. Extremely, extremely, extremely talented artist. And one of the most unique we've ever featured here in Music Mondays. Just truly has motivated me and really brought faith back into the underground, and really brought some other really talented artists here to the show. You got Matt, you got just a couple of artists that we featured here through Bloodcat. So shout out to Bloodcat, and Bloodcat's just a really just an artist that always struck a chord, because I just still remember the day that Bloodcat had his first submission here on Music Mondays, and Bloodcat has been consistently working, putting out crazy, wonderful art, and just really kept their head down and kept working. So it's really awesome to see. Really, really awesome to see. So let's pop this open in a new Tabaroonie. You guys know the drill. And of course, oh shit, we got 52 seconds, baby. Let's go. So you guys know the drill. Huge fan of visuals here on Music Mondays. So this will be good. We'll crank this up to 1080. Put the volume. This one gonna bop. Bloodcat brought me indirectly. Saw him reply on Twitter and hopped in too. Let's get it, Mark. It's gonna be legendary. Like, actually. Oh, I'm fucking ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I already like the look of this. I already like the look of this a lot. Unreleased, unlisted, exclusive Bloodcat official music video dropping this month, May 20th for Eyes Closed. Let's check this out. Full screen. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay. That, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. So, Eyes Closed is one hell of a track. But I want to dive into this visual here. This visual is something to behold. Probably one of my favorite Bloodcat visuals. Summer Rain's definitely one of my favorites, but this one has an interesting kind of like, it's almost like Bloodcat is becoming more and more, what's the word? I guess creative when it comes to visuals. Visuals are something that really almost nailed me when Bloodcat first submitted, because the style of fashion and the filming is just something that Bloodcat has done so well since day fucking one. Truly since day fucking one. And really floored me because it's something that's like so simple. And like sometimes, you know, the more lucrative the idea and project, the longer it takes. So that's fine. But I almost want to say Bloodcat's like the king of DIY visuals. Like the variety of angles, the quality of the editing, the shots itself. It's almost like, man, like if you're an artist, why the fuck aren't you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't you doing this? And I'm not talking about the people who like don't have the ability to, you know what I mean? They don't have, you know, homies. They're not living in a place where, whatever the case may be, right? I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that can. You know what I mean? If you can do this and you aren't, you're sleep, fucking sleep. Just because they can come out so great, and like all this took was 2 people, a room, great fashion, and great editing. Like, you don't really need a budget. I mean, the budget for whatever extras you want, or maybe, you know, some new clothes for the visual and shit like that, but that shit, you know, you could chalk up as a necessity anyways, because motherfucker, you know, it's for your career. It's for your art. So, if you gotta spend a couple bucks, spend a couple bucks, you know? But for the most part, DIY visuals, like Bloodcat's easily the fucking king. Without a doubt, we've never seen anything on here that is DIY that's as good as this. Like, you know, that excludes, of course, like other filmers and music videos hosted and shit like that. But any video that we've had here that is DIY, like a Bloodcat trumps them all. Like, and that's just not even a fucking, that's not like fake gas. That's not like an over exaggeration. Like, Bloodcat easily trumps them all. And it's not even a joke. So, fashion here, extremely on point. I think my favorite part though is the editing. The editing here is excellent. I'm not sure if it's the filter or the shots. Something about either the filter or the shots just really hit for me. It almost is like teetering on the VHS type of visual, except it's like a completely different lane. Um, and I just really like the variety of shots. The variety of shots takes like 2 seconds, but like prevents this from like being stale. You know what I mean? Like, you know, for those of you that have filmed the visual or go on photo shoots, you guys know you're gonna take 50 shots, 50, takes before you're gonna find something that you like. And the variety of angles here and other like extra kind of footage, uh, is awesome. Is really really awesome. And for one, shows effort, and for two, most importantly, makes the visual like just a pleasure to watch because there's always something new coming. And I'm really excited for this actually. I'm sure we'll be getting a full preview when, or a full release, I should say, when this drops on May 20th. But this was awesome. This was really, really awesome. Bloodcat's fashion and aesthetics are some of my favorite, and really one of my favorite parts about Bloodcat. If you want to talk about music aside, Bloodcat's fashion, creative eye, and truly like skill and passion for things like this are not only inspiring but unmatched. Like, I think there's a lot people could take from this. So if you're watching live, if you're watching on YouTube, don't ever think that you can't film a visual. Like, even iPhone visuals can come out crazy. Like, never ever doubt yourself and never think that you need a bunch of bread to like get a visual like this, because this is awesome. This is an amazing feat of effort, if I do say so myself. And I'm very excited for this. Very, very excited for this. So with that said, man, May 20th, 2022, Bloodcat, Eyes Closed, official music video. We'll most likely have it here on Music Mondays, but if not, make sure you go grab that. Show it some love. Shout out to Bloodcat for the submission, man. Thank you, my friend. Much, much fucking love. Keep doing your thing. Don't fucking listen to nobody, ever. Somebody ever comes to you and says, yo, I don't like this, that, or the third, tell them to go fuck themselves. Because you keep doing this, you're going to get exactly where you want to be. Keep working hard, my friend. Keep working hard, for real. And of course, make sure you follow Bloodcat on Instagram. Follow Bloodcat on their alternative Twitter, Little Skunky Raps. Of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like. Show these artists some love, man. Straight up. So, up next, we got the homie, No Name Dread. Now, No Name Dread is really an artist, sort of like I said last week, of very few words and more so just really goes in depth with their music and lets their music speak for themselves. And they recently put out a project and they submitted their track this week titled Breathe. So I'm definitely excited to get into this for sure. Thank you, Zombie. You're very welcome, Bloodcat. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much, much fucking love. Keep doing your thing. Fuck these motherfuckers. Straight up, bro. Keep doing you. So, let's pop this open in a new Tabaroonie. This project dropped probably about a week ago, about 7 days. And the cover is absolutely one of my favorites Dread has ever done for any project or single we've ever had on Music Mondays. And such a defined style. Dread's covers are so consistent, and not only is Dread like a vocalist, but Dread is actually such a talented designer. Also a merch designer. So, Dread is really just working hard in silence and really just lets his art speak for itself. And that's what I like about him a lot. Not that you have to do that, you know what I mean? Everybody's different, that's fine. But I do like Dread's style, and the way Dread carries himself, and really like lets the music do all of the talking, without a doubt. So let's get into Breathe, No Name Dread, off their latest project. Let's get into it. This one starts off hot. Damn. That was a ride. That was a fucking ride and a half, man. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Let's hop right into this one, man. I got a few things to say about this. So, let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. We're gonna talk about the overall theme of Breathe. So, the instrumental here, it's like such a unique, almost cloud ethereal type of instrumental. Almost gives me Graveyard vibes. But has a lot of bounce to it when it comes to drums. The mix is excellent. Really, really good. 808s hit really well. Sound selection's on point. I think this is a very Dread instrumental. I like the beat choice here a lot. I almost feel like it's hard to find instrumentals that fit Dread, because he has such a unique flavor and does tracks like this, you know what I mean? So it's a very particular kind of sound. And you know, of course, everybody's different, and you know, everybody works differently and stuff like that. But all in all, I'd say this is a very on point instrumental choice from No Name Dread, without a doubt. So instrumental's great. Mix is great. Drums are solid. And the structure, I think, is a shining star of the instrumental, for sure. Great structure on here. A lot of room for Dread to do his thing. So shout out this prod, for sure. Let's talk about vocals here. Now, this vocal sort of style that Dread has is so insanely good. It's just so good. You know, Dread's not the first or last person to pitch vocals and do other things with their mix, but to do it like this and have such a like great style and performance with it when recording, pretty hard to replicate. Pretty fucking hard to replicate. So with that said, I really enjoy this mix. Excellent, excellent, excellent mix. You know, Dread doesn't do, you know, his mixes like this consistently every single release, but when he does do it, it's so prominent and so well done. Um, it's so unique to him, and I think that's a great thing. And it just gives me almost cloud haunted vibes for sure, for sure, for sure. So one thing is you could say that almost like this is almost I could see this being performed live and like you could like mosh to this. You could like really like it's a very jumpy, bouncy kind of like intense aggressive track, but it's not heavy. If that makes any sense. Like there's no like heavier vocals or anything like that, but it's very like you could see people moshing super hard to this. And this is just one of those songs that like you could turn up to, you know what I mean? Or ride out or fucking late night highway vibes and shit like that. Like this is a very like almost like a motivating song in a way. Um Definitely gonna get you on your feet, that's for sure. So the simplicity here works a lot. The hook is relatively simple, but it made for a good like turn up song, you know what I mean? Cause in between the gaps, uh Dread filled it with verses that are like he's fucking spitting, and Dread has never been um a lackluster writer like at all. I think Dread is a really really good writer. Switches up styles enough, and you know has these bars that are like clever but not too like fucking super intricate and shit like that. Um, Keeps it simple but keeps it fresh and clever, which I like. But yeah, man, all in all, performance here was great. Definitely brings a little variety to his latest project as well. I think Breathe is one of the more like, you know, almost like a chill track, you know what I mean? Because when you're listening to an album, like tracks, you know, like first to last, I truly believe that this is one of those songs that you'd like put in the middle, and like it's just like it's not filler, but like tones down the vibe so it can be brought back up again, and also shows off different styles that you can do as an artist. So on the album, I enjoy this a lot, and of course it's a standalone, but um, for a project, this is really really dope. So with that said, I think one of the shining stars here is the simplicity and not overcomplicating it, but also being able to fill it in with like really good verses, really really good verses. Now, aesthetically, we've talked about this theme already. We are a huge fan of Dread's not only cover art style, but just like design style in general. And this cover is no exception. I truly believe that this is one of his best covers and probably one of my personal favorites. The filtering, some of just like the styles just go with like how Dread likes to do his art. Um, and I've never seen anything like it. It's truly original, truly, truly original. So I fuck with Dread's art a lot. Lyrically, Breathe is one of those tracks that's like everybody can relate to. You know what I mean? Everybody. You know, there's a bar in here for at least one person, and then if not, the hook is just like it. It truly says it. You know what I mean? Just fucking breathe, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, just gotta breathe. And it's not necessarily about like not being stressed, but it's not like saying it's not super negative or anything like that, which is fine too. Don't get me wrong, but it's one of those tracks that like you could take positively, but the sound design is very cloud dark graveyard like, and I think that brings like a really great like element to Dread's music, and really like is a sound that's synonymous with Dread. So love that, love that. Shout out to Dread, man. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Everybody go listen to Breathe. Go show Dread some love, man. Make sure you follow him on SoundCloud. Working extremely hard. Dread's a fucking killer, man. Straight beast. Show him some love. Make sure you follow him on SoundCloud. Make sure you follow him on Twitter at NoNameDread1. Dread is closing in on the big hundo, man. So go show him some love, man, if you fuck with Dread. Really one of the most unique artists here we've ever featured on Music Mondays. Straight up. Very, very unique. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Show some love to these artists, man. Drop a like and tell them Music Monday sent you, man. Go show these artists some love. So, up next, we got the homie J Fair Music. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, Jay does not follow the page, unfortunately. So, that's one of our course, like pretty much the only guidelines that we have here on the show. We do not accept payment, anything like that. The only thing that you got to do to be featured on the show is follow Music Mondays on Twitter. So if you're looking to submit a track, become a part of the show, all you need to do is make sure you're following us on Twitter, and your submission will be ran through. And of course, that's only to give respect to other artists that do follow the page, submit first, support the brand, and it's to grow us as well. So that's all we ask, is that you do follow the page if you're going to submit. So shout out Jay, thank you for the submission, homie. We'll see you next week if you want to submit again. So, up next, we got the homie Ghost Candy, man. Ghost Candy is, wow, like, just a Music Mondays, not OG, but has been around for quite a while, man. I think we were still in, like, the early 20s or something when Ghost Candy first submitted to Music Mondays, truly. Like, we're still in the 20s, and you know, it's episode 68 today. So Ghost Candy's been around for a while, man, and Ghost actually submitted an unreleased exclusive for Carrying Cases of the Mondays. So lots of really dope original individuals coming on the album, and Ghost has always been super supportive of not only Music Mondays but myself. And it's just an all-around, like, really one of those artists that brings me that underground nostalgia, for sure. So this week, they submitted a track titled A Piece of Soul. And the cover is actually insane. What a unique cover. And it's so HD, too. So HD. Look at the parental advisory. That shit's like 1080p. But, yeah, we got lyrics down here and everything. Okay, awesome. A Piece of Soul, 4 days ago. Let's check this out. Ghost Candy. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, the sample already.
Met a man over there.
Okay.
Told me listen. You're in despair. Look at me. With everything. I'll make it better. I swear. Seen his eyes. He had no face. I didn't trust him. Took the bait. I'm a puppet. With no control. Held by strings. A piece of soul.
Switch up is real.
Want the wind in her head, so we chop the top off. Pull her sicker than the flu, might have to carve. Can't see my next move, slide in a box. Malinkier than Chris Bosh, yeah. Look into my eyes and my blind side. Moving on without it, I'm a wise guy. Move, shoot my shot, put on my thighs. Game of cat and mouse, we do not choose sides. Just like that, we switch it up. Blow out the fucking trunk. Rap a line or do something. You talk like that, you up to something. Huh? You think this a game? What if we blew out your brain? Me and you not the same. Yell out to God and you say my name.
Met a man over there. He told me listen. You're in despair. Look at me. with everything. I'll make it better. I swear. Seen his eyes. He had no face. I didn't trust him.
This is actually
Took the
crazy.
bait. I'm a puppet with no control. Held by strings. Piece of soul.
Okay, man. That was wow. You know, Ghost Candy is also a producer, man, and his production sound is so fucking unique. Like just unbelievably unique. Um the samples, the drums, awesome production here. Like really, really a sample like Warlord. Like it 100%, 110%. So you guys know the drill. Let's hop right into this. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of A Piece of Soul. So, the instrumental here. Wow. This sample is what does it for me. The way this sample is fucking worked is so good. So good. This is how you work a vocal sample like this. Just so jazzy, very like blended, but like you got the good like trap hip hop feel with it. It's very modernized. I think this is a perfect sample. Like a perfect sample. Production sounds really crisp. I'm a huge fan of Ghost production, like truly. Ghost is one hell of a fucking producer, and I've said that since day one, man. Ghost was around when we were doing fucking Skate 3 episodes, bro, and or fucking I moved over to OBS and stuff. I was still on console and etc. etc. So shout out Ghost, man. Still keeping up with the production and still killing it, man. Very happy for you. So A Piece of Soul production wise, excellent. Sample is the shining star for me, for sure. Now, let's talk about vocals. Vocals here are wow. The mix, first off, let me just start there. The mix is excellent. The mix for Ghost and really any Ghost song is awesome. Ghost prefers a very like clean mix and really snaps with it too. Like really fucking snaps with it. I would assume Ghost engineered this, but if not, shout out whoever did. Very crisp. Not clashing with the sample or anything like that. I felt like this was a great balance mix wise in terms of vocals, to be honest with you. So, the shining star here, though, the hook is amazing. Really, a big part of this and can stick with you. But I think the shining star for me here is the flows and cadences. Some of Ghost's flows here are probably some of the best I've ever heard. I'm a huge fan of Ghost's like overall like consistent flow, but like able to like he's just able to juggle flows and just really like I almost think it's like a sign of maturity as an artist, right? Because like, you know, last year's tracks that we ever reviewed from Ghost were completely different. And not like completely, but you know what I mean? Ghost is maturing as an artist and better flows and better cadences and you know, doing different stuff on tracks is like a sign of like progression and a sign of like getting better as an artist. And shout out to Ghost, man. Like that's awesome to see because some of these flows and like some of the bars in here and the way that they were performed when recording, awesome. So the shining star here for vocals is the flows for me. Really enjoy these flows. A very chill, almost laid back kind of vibe, but definitely one of those that you'd like play at night and just kick it to. Definitely. So shout out to Ghost for always making like really good, genuine vibe tracks. You know what I mean? Like Ghost always brings the vibes when it comes to his style of production and vocals, for sure. So Shining star here is flows and cadences, without a doubt. So, overall theme of A Piece of Soul. Aesthetically, this cover here is nailing it for me. I love the blacked out eyes, and I love the art style, and I love the quality. The quality is awesome. Very simple, very minimalistic, but also does the job. So, great job on the cover. Really good impressions. Lyrics down in the description is also a huge plus. Like it's definitely something that I love when artists do. For future listeners, people like me who premiere songs, do live reactions and reviews, everything like that. So the lyrics and description are a great part of this. But A Piece of Soul lyrically and theme wise is definitely on point. The sample is such a soulful, jazzy kind of like classic sample, but Ghost was able to bring like a new spin on it and like bring it back to life. So shout out to this sample, man. Sample definitely brings the soul vibes and reminds me of not like classic samples, but definitely modern samples with like a personal spin and a personal preference. So A Piece of Soul lyrically is very poetic, truly poetic, but also like not hard to understand either. Like it's almost storytelling in a way. I feel like Ghost almost like ran with the sample and really told a story of his own and really like let the listener decide what they can get off of this. And that's what's really dope. That's what's really fucking dope. Yeah, man. Honestly, instrumental, sample, excellent. Vocals, flows, and cadences, probably the biggest shining star for me. Writing is great too. Aesthetic wise and theme wise, nail on the head. Title, description, cover, all nail on the head. A really great, consistent show of Ghost Candy and who he is as a producer, but not only that, as an artist. So good fucking shit, Ghost Candy. 4 days ago is brand new, motherfucker. Let's go. So with that said, shout out to Ghost Candy, man. You did an excellent job. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Make sure you go listen to A Piece of Soul. Make sure you go follow Ghost Candy on SoundCloud. He's approaching 100 followers, man. The big 100. So go show him some love. Go check out his work. Excellent artist for sure. And of course, follow Ghost Candy on Twitter at Candy Ghost. Approaching the big old Tenaroon. So go show Ghost some love, man. Straight up. Ghost is awesome. Awesome. And of course, per usual, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like. Show some love, man. Check out these artists. Tell Music Monday sent you. And thank you. Thank you. So, tonight's show has been great, chat. truly fucking great. You guys have sent in just insane tracks, and I'm so impressed with all of you guys. I love staying up to date. I love the throwbacks, and I love most of all the improvement here for a lot of the vocalists and a lot of the producers working hard. So shout out to you guys, man, for real, honestly. So up next, we got the homie, Offspring Mysterious. And Offspring Mysterious is a multi-talented creative producer, designer, short filmmaker, editor. And every week they submit a short film from their YouTube archive. And this week we have their latest upload titled Walking Onslaught's Basketball League. And these are some of my favorite visuals from Offspring just because these visuals are so entertaining. Offspring does such a good job with the editing and the effort, and Offspring is just one of the most like consistent artists we've ever had submit on Music Mondays. And I'll never forget the first time that they submitted, I believe, their website, and we went over their portfolio and just their history and everything like that, man. Truly a one of a kind artist here on Music Mondays, and somebody that like I feel like people like Offspring lay the groundwork, and I will always allow this type of content, and I'm glad Offspring isn't afraid to share this type of content. It truly is something that we want to dive into more. Other creatives that are also producers and artists and vocalists, but they do other things like short films and expand on their art and do it all themselves. And I'm just really, really proud of Offspring, and there's always something to take from Offspring, whether you're an artist, a supporter of the show, anything like that. Offspring is a very passionate creative. So, with that said, Walking Onslaught's Basketball League, Part 3. Of course, we're going to pop it up in a new tabaroni. We're going to put this super, super loud. We'll go 720 so we don't downscale. Offspring Mysterious, the creative himself. Welcome to the stream, homie. I hope you're well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry as hell from football, but I'm good. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Mark's vibing. Let's get it, chat. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate it. Hope you're all well. So let's get into this, man. Walking Onslaught's Basketball League, Part 3. Last week, the knife clip. Bloodcat's awesome, man. So, let's get it. It's about to get real. The editing right there was cool. Oh, what the fuck? Big mood. Big fucking mood right here. Yo. This is a mood. If you don't think it is, you're lying. It's like, what the fuck? Yo. It fucking... Yo, that was great. Like, what the fuck, dude? Let me, take these off. Yeah. My bad. Oh, that was great. So, it's like, what the fuck? No, this is great. Yeah, for sure. What? Don't judge me. Fully judged. Easy claps. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I feel judged. The boos are real. Oh, you stink! Yo. These are so much fun. I'm ready for these shots, man. Aw, shit. The stance. He's like, what the fuck? Well, this guy. It's about to get real as fuck. Holy fuck, he's up 1-0. Oh shit. Like, yeah, I got you, bitch. Oh! Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! This video gets real. Oh fuck. Offspring just fucking crashes through the glass table. Oh shit. He's like, yeah, right. It's a good try, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm just scratching the surface.
It's getting intense. This beat goes hard, what the fuck? Huh. Made this beat 3 years ago? Dude, this shit goes so hard. Oh shit. That transition was lit. Oh. Bitch. Your boy throwing his body around. Facts. It's getting lit. Makes for better episodes. Let's go. Dude, that whistle gets me every time. Oh shit. Got him. Like that trick I did? There's so many things I'm gonna talk about. So many things. Every episode just gets better and better. It's crazy. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Holy fuck. No way. It's like, dude. I don't know. What the fuck? Hello? Look at that shit. That's a great edit. Oh shit. Huh. He's like, hey. That was gold. Okay. Now where were we? That's a new one. First time for everything. First time for everything. Oh god, let him know, Mark. Later, dude. Oh no.
Oh, yeah. I'm just scratching the surface.
Holy fuck. Let's do this. What the fuck? Damn. That's a first. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm just scratching the surface.
No way. No fucking way. What the fuck did I just witness? What the fuck? Wow. Wow. Holy shit. A blindfolded step back jump shot. That might have been the greatest thing we've ever seen you do. That was actually nuts. Nailed it. Oh shit. Let's get it, baby. Champ. Champ. He's like, yeah. What's up then? What's up then? Oh shit. Oh shit. Holy shit. What the fuck? I want to make sure we didn't miss anything. What? Yo, that was like... Yo. That might have been the best one we've ever seen, hands down. Walking Onslaught's Basketball League is fucking lit. That was cool. That was really, really fucking cool. And you know what? Before I hop into some thoughts about this, I kind of had a feeling the description would be I have to play against myself. I'm the only one who finds this strange. I mean, come on, not either, ref. Oh, yo, this was great. This was great, and of course, every song used during this episode of Walking Onslaughts, all Offspring, all original, all the time. Wow, 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 awesome, man, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, a couple things about this is what's really cool about not just Walking Onslaughts, anything Offspring does in terms of short films and episodes and things he does film. You could literally like fit in like a whole EP behind this and have it be like a theme. Like that's what's really cool about this is you could literally have an old like your whole, you know, say you drop an EP, you could do a whole visual for it like this. Like that's what's really fucking dope about this. Really, really fucking dope. But one other thing that really caught me was the improvement. The improvement in not only shots and editing, but this time around more enthusiasm, more acting, more being comfortable on camera, because Offspring has always been comfortable on camera and always been like sort of like just had no problem having fun on camera. But what's really dope about this is like you can still see like the progression of like doing new things, new, like, bro, some of the stuff that in here that was just, you know, comedy, just straight comedy. And then like sort of like the enthusiasm, like I was saying, like with not only some of the basketball stuff, but some of the uh conversations and a lot of like facial expressions and you know things like this that don't have lines and don't have voice acting. Like Offspring does such a good job at like portraying like a story with multiple people all by himself, all while creating the music, editing it, and filming it. And I say that every week, but you guys know the drill. Like, this is one of the greatest things that Music Mondays has on it because it's such a cool example of what you could do that's outside the box. And Offspring literally, like, you could just tell it's so fun for him. Truly. Like, truly so fun. And the fact that it's just like the creative process behind it is like you're doing everybody's job all yourself, but on top of it, like you have the like creative imagination for certain tracks go certain places. Certain shots should look like this. And every week it's like getting better and better. Like every week I'm noticing like new angles, new things you're doing when you're like gesturing and new things you're doing with say a Walking Onslaught's basketball league. Like this is like some of the fucking greatest original shit because it brings a different element to Music Mondays and reminds everybody that music audio is fine, music videos are fine, visuals are fine, art's fine, but also short films and episodic things and you know VODs and gameplay and you know live drum covers. We even had Rubes last week with live guitar. Like there's so many other aspects of creativity in music that Music Mondays wants to shed light on and I want to shed light on. And this is another one of those things that brings another angle and reminds everybody that you should be doing a lot of extra shit and enjoying yourself while doing it. For real. So, a Walking Onslaught's Basketball League is probably my favorite thing from Offspring, man. It's creative, it's original, it's funny, it's got like it's not like perfect. And like that's what leaves room for improvement in my opinion. And like every song is on screen, like the editing is getting better and better. Like today, like with the phone call, like and like somebody talking on the phone on the opposite end. And the monitor. Like, dude, all the little stuff and characters and backstories that are all created here, all while being wrapped up in like Offspring mysterious like original content is so cool. I don't give a fuck. It's so fucking cool. So fucking cool. This is bar none my favorite episode. Lots of really cool editing and like little like tidbits and small stuff that really made this for me. And this was definitely comedy, bloopers and just other shit. I can tell you're getting more and more creative and more enthusiastic about this. And I'm really excited to see where this goes. Definitely expand on TikTok, definitely expand on you could even do like, you know, whole season playlists and all sorts of like really dope shit with this. And then like have releases for all of them too. Like there's so many really cool ideas I have for this. So keep doing your thing, Offspring. Keep fucking doing your thing. Next 2 weeks is going to be another banger. Let's go. So we're getting a part 4. Let's fucking get it. Let's fucking get it. Yeah, this was awesome. This was really, really awesome. Bar none, took first place for my favorite. Because I like the whole as a basketball league, but this episode or part 3, is my favorite. 100%. This is definitely a pleasure. So yeah, man, keep doing your thing, Offspring. I'm excited for part 4. And I'm excited to see what you cook up next, man. Keep expanding, keep trying new shit, keep creating music, keep creating visuals. Keep doing your thing, man. I love this a lot. Truly. That was awesome. Part 3 easily is 100% my favorite. And of course, per usual, everybody, make sure you show Offspring some love. Make sure you go sub to their channel. Offspring is extremely close to 90 subs, man. Go show them some love for real. And of course, follow Offspring on Twitter, per usual. On the road to 900. So, Offspring, chill person on the timeline, chill person in the Music Mondays community, and somebody you should definitely be paying attention to, without a doubt. So, with that said, shout out to Offspring, man. Thank you for this submission, homie. Much fucking love. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe. Show some of these artists some love, man. And of course, check out our older episodes, current episodes on all audio platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all that stuff. We have one more submission, and it is Call Me G, Young G 305. They do not follow Music Mondays. So, of course, per usual, as I was talking about earlier, one of the only requirements that we have for the show is that you are following us on Twitter to be eligible, just to pay respect to a lot of people that do follow us, have been submit consistently, and it helps grow the page, spread the word about the show. So if you're interested in ever getting your music, art, or anything involved on the Music Mondays podcast, all that we ask is that you follow the guidelines, and the only guideline here is to just follow the page, and you're all set. No money will ever be involved. And yeah, that's how you get on the Music Mondays podcast. But I'll have a guide coming out later this week for everything that has to do with submitting for Music Mondays, and it'll give everybody a proper idea on what's going down. So, man, I think that's it. We went through everybody, man. Everybody did an amazing job. Shout out to everybody. Ghost Kenny, Dread, Offspring, Bloodcat, Kale, Heretic, Cole, Mark, Epsono, Thomas. Everybody did an excellent fucking job, man. Shout out to everybody who submitted for this week. Everybody who came through this week for the show, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are truly awesome. Thank you. That was awesome. Like, because this week's show was like such a good variety of like everybody's work and like everybody's improvement. We had Ghost Candy and like the genre blending and the instrumentals, and this week was awesome, man. This week was really awesome. Truly. So yeah, we can just kick it for a little bit. I'll talk before we end the show. Take any questions or anything like that. Any suggestions. What's coming up next for Music Mondays? Well, much like I said at the beginning of the show, Curing Cases of the Mondays drops this Saturday, so be on the lookout for that, man. Curing Cases of the Mondays is our first official project put together by the Music Mondays community, several artists, and it's basically a project to showcase everybody that's a part of the Music Mondays community, the current underground, and everybody that works really hard. And we've been promoting nonstop. We have 3 trailers live on our channel now. Yeah, man, we've been going super hard with Curing Cases of the Mondays, and submissions close on the 11th. So in about 3 days, less than that, submissions will be closed. So if you're interested in getting involved and placed on the album, details will be down below, or you can check out our YouTube channel or socials for more information on Curing Cases of the Mondays. Tomorrow, submissions open for next week's show. Every Tuesday they open, so if you're looking to get selected and reviewed and reacted to on episode 69, for one, make sure you're following All Music Mondays on Twitter, and be on the lookout for the tweet tomorrow afternoon. New Spotify episodes this week. I believe episode 41 through 50 will be live on all audio sites, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. New interview this Friday by myself. It's with an excellent member of the Music Mondays community and an excellent underground artist that works extremely hard. I'll be putting together a lot of interviews and a list of people I want to get on the show. As soon as the album's done, I'll be able to fizzle out pretty much the remainder of May and what's going to be going down for Music Mondays. But for this week, Curing Cases of the Mondays is a huge thing on the menu. And we're going to be dropping a whole lot of little content. And especially something that I'm announcing here first live on Music Mondays. We're going to be getting a new podcast logo. We actually already have it done. I have it all ready to go. I just got to launch it this week. You guys will see it, and it's not anything crazy as far as difference, but it's fucking beautiful. Aster did a really good job on our new logo, and hopefully we'll be having a new visual to go with it as well. So new podcast logo on the week, man. And you know, there's just a lot of little stuff that I'm planning, and I'm really excited for it. So make sure you stay up to date with everything that has to do with Music Mondays. Follow us on all platforms at All Music Mondays. Make sure you join our Discord. We just hit about 50 plus members. It's extremely active. Everybody's sharing music, talking about music, bullshitting, chatting it up. There's channels for gaming, streams, media share, and of course promo, music, general discussions. So make sure you join our Discord if you haven't already. And yeah, man, shout out to everybody who submitted this week, for real. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to Michael, our new staff member. Shout out to the whole Music Monday staff, man. We had a wonderful, productive meeting last weekend. And I hope you guys had a good Mother's Day. And if you didn't celebrate Mother's Day, I hope you spent it with somebody that you care about. And yeah, honestly, that about concludes it for Music Mondays, episode 68. Like I said, we'll be live next week for episode 69. Submissions go live tomorrow. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at All Music Mondays. We'll be sure to keep you guys posted on anything new that's going down. A whole lot of goodies, man. A whole lot of goodies. So, it's been your boy Zomslays. This is Music Mondays. I'll see you guys next week for episode 69. LOL. Be safe. Shout out to everybody who submitted, came through and showed love. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week, and I'll be live maybe later or tomorrow with a regular stream. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go tweet out the top artists from this week's episode, and I'll see you next week. Be safe. I love you guys. Later, later, later.